Welcome again. This is Seal Media Bridge still eating a hot food under our health series, Balm in Gilead. And today we are going to see what topic number 5 about eating a hot meal. Is it really dangerous? How important is it, and how good is it to my life? First of all, we start by the advantages that we get when we eat a hot meal. First of all, eating a hot meal induces sweating on the body. This sweating that helps you to cool the body. So there's no need of you eating a cold meal on a hot day. Just eat a hot meal and it will cause cooling because it induces sweating, and by sweating you lose heat through the sweating. So 2, eating a hot meal helps you eat food that is uninfected. That's why sometimes you find yourself when you eat cold food, you'll feel little something like stomach upset, some diarrhea, because there are microorganisms on that cold food that will cause that upset in the stomach. So when you eat some hot food, it will help you avoid that. So then thirdly, eating a hot meal, because food is already warm, the enzymes are given good temperature that enables digestion to proceed smoothly without first warming the food in order to provide the necessary temperature. So but it has negatives as per the state of the hotness that you take. Very hot food is dangerous, while optimum temperature food, lukewarm food, is good for your health. So negative side effects of eating a hot meal. First of all, it starts right in the mouth itself, because we have a tongue burn and some minor palate ulcers due to the shedding off of the surface because of this hotness. Hot food burns within your cavity. It burns the walls of the palate and the tongue itself. That's why sometimes when you take hot food, you cannot take anything sometime later, because it is really, the membrane has been destroyed by that hot food. Because of the high temperature, there is a wear and a tear of the surface too. Eating a hot food means that you will spend little time chewing, because it is hard to bring out the food as you are chewing it. So what you do, you end up swallowing it. So when you swallow the food at that rush instance, you swallow food improperly chewed. If you are eating hot food, it is higher chances you won't chew as much as beyond 18 times. Yet we saw last time that the best time for chewing food is 70, the best, but starting from a range of 35 down up to 75. If you chew less than 25, it is not good for you. You will swallow a lot of solid foods which are not mixed with amylase, which are not properly broken down, and the surface area for the activity of the enzyme will be reduced. Enzymes work best with those small particles. If it's not broken down, it takes really a lot of time, and it takes time. So food poorly chewed means that you will swallow many solid particles which have not been broken down into a bolus. So then also, eating a hot meal, the enzyme called amylase produced from the salivary glands works best at a temperature of 32 to 37 degrees Celsius. So if you swallow too hot food, it means that it may denature this enzyme. Get my point? Because enzyme are temperature specific. They are denatured at high temperatures, and they are inactive at low temperatures. So high temperatures may destroy the amylase, and it will end up not breaking down the food, and you won't get the nutrients that you want, because When amylase breaks down the starch and the carbohydrates, we get the small simple sugars. So if they are not broken down, then we shall not have these simple sugars. And when it goes to the stomach, it means that now amylase will be denatured by the pH. It cannot activate again. It cannot be active again. And that means that we have not received anything like carbohydrates. 2, if you are eating hot food, we have seen that you chew less times. Food is poorly mixed with the alkaline saliva. It is poorly mixed. So meaning, just as we said, there will be more solid particles in the stomach than the bolus of it would have been if properly chewed. So I'm proceeding. We see that this high pH, this low acidic pH denatures, is not good for the activity of amylase, and so we shall have poor activity of this enzyme. Yeah, we know that stomach pH ranges between 1.5 to 3.5, yet the best pH for the activity of amylase, salivary amylase, is 7, alkaline. Why is it that the stomach is highly acidic? It is because in the stomach we have secretion of this acid called hydrochloric acid, which destroys every bacteria that comes with food, which destroys all the microorganisms that would be dangerous to your stomach. So once it is secreted, it inactivates or it denatures the amylase. Then this, if it is low, we shall have symptoms like belching or burping, bloating, upset stomach, heartburn, diarrhea, indigestion, nausea, vomiting. Those are some of the symptoms you'll have, showing you that you have low hydrochloric acid levels. So what can I eat to get my HCl levels increased? You can look for foods like coconut oil, peppermint, pumpkin seeds, garlic, vinegar. Sometimes even eating spicy foods induces secretion of hydrochloric acid, though I wouldn't advocate much for spiced foods because they have their side effects also, but they help to induce secretion of hydrochloric acid. So then, is it good to eat a hot meal? It would be advisable to eat food that is lukewarm. Very hot food means you will chew less and will burden the stomach. Then very cold food means that you won't eat. You will need excess energy to warm it and then to digest it. So lukewarm food is the best food you can eat because it has that temperature that is favorable for the activity of the enzymes. Thank you. We meet again in another day.